Good morning, Charlene. Good morning, Arsenal fans.
Morning.
Arsenal is match day once again, and we are home against Watford. Now, we've been on a great form recently, so we're expecting like a routine win, which is great because the way we started the season, you kind of look at games like this, and you shouldn't as Arsenal, but you look at this thinking, oh, I wonder how this is going to go. Are we going to draw, or Watford going to surprise us? But we're all, I'm pretty sure I can speak for every Arsenal fan across the globe, is expecting a win today at home against Watford. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling excited. I mean, with the run we've been on, surely we have to beat Watford today. But I mean, don't underestimate any teams, but
yeah, it's true.
We'll be able to get the job done. I mean, not only that, Mikel Arteta's 100th game in charge as well. So congratulations, Arteta.
Yeah.
Even more reason to win with a clean sheet, eh?
I know he's almost approaching his anniversary as well as the 100th game today, which is nice to have it at home. Maybe the club will do something special for him. Don't know. Maybe it's too soon.
Hopefully.
I don't know. Maybe 100 is not big enough a landmark, but for him personally, I'm sure that's a big landmark for him. But yeah, his anniversary is coming up soon. We're all expecting to win. The players are on board, and that win against Leicester away is the greatest way to come back to a home game.
Yeah, exactly. When you look at that Leicester game, it weren't just getting the 3 points, it's the way the team performed as well. It was a good 90-minute performance, so that's put us like on a good pedestal, as well as Aston Villa, the win against Tottenham as well. I mean, that was sort of a good first half, not so good in the second, but still, you know, to get those results, you know, puts us in good spirits, especially going into the international break as well.
Yeah, another international break. We'll talk about that after this, because actually let's bring that up quickly, because judging by the Arsenal Twitter fans, the Twitter Arsenal fans, and even myself and some other fans, everyone was a bit disappointed that certain Arsenal players didn't make the England squad for the call-up this time around, such as Ben White, Emile Smith-Rowe being on form. How do you feel about that? I feel like it's too soon. I feel like they will get called up. Yes, they had a good run of games recently, but they will get called up. Maybe just not now.
Well, shout out to Saka and Ramsdale. First of all, as soon as the team news came out, I was just looking for those two straight away. So shout out for them two for getting the call-ups. And Emile Smith-Rowe, I mean, obviously the form that he's been on, we was just expecting him to get that call-up. But, you know, like you said, like Arteta said, his time will come when the time is right. Definitely. Ben White, you know, he's been on good form as well recently. And perhaps it just weren't his time yet.
Exactly. Prashneet, Maddie, don't worry, I've got your back. Helen's here, but I'm not going anywhere. Good morning, Helen.
Morning, darling. You okay?
How are you?
I'm good. Why is it weird?
How are we feeling about this game today then?
Yeah, good. I think we're going to have, I'm hoping for a very comfortable win today.
Yeah. That's what everyone's expecting. When you say comfortable, you're saying clean sheet, you're saying lots of goals, or just like a 1-0, 2-0?
Both. I want a 4-0 win.
Ooh.
I love Helen's energy. Ooh. This is what I want. Make sure I get it.
This is what I want. This is what I expect. Whether the team will be able to achieve that. But to be honest, I think we can. Like, we have a good record against, generally, historically, if you look at our results against Watford, you know, we've had a few draws here and there. We generally beat them. We tend to have a lot of clean sheets as well when we beat them. I think we've had a couple of games we've lost, like more recently, I think 2008-19 season, where we lost, I think 3-2. But apart from that, we do generally beat them. And I feel our team is now coming together. The performances are starting to kind of come into fruition. So I'm hoping with the energy of us all at the Emirates behind them, I'm thinking we're going to push them to that next level. And
come on.
Yeah.
Well, judging by the previous results, this is in the Premier League for the times that they have been in the league, of course. So the last one last year, as you remember, it was the last game of the season when we won 3-2. And then before that was 2019, was a draw 2-2. But the rest have pretty much been wins. 1-0 in 2019, 2-0 2018, 3-0. There was that one win that they had in 2017, which was 2-1. But majority of the time, it's an Arsenal win. Routine 3 points today.
Yeah, I want 3 points because I still stand by what I said in the last show, which I don't think you were there that day, Pips. I said I would like us to go unbeaten until the rest of this year. So obviously until December, like going into the new year, when we face Man City, I would love us, right? No, listen. Up until then, I'm not saying to win every game, but I don't want us to lose another game.
Can I just interject?
Yeah.
We have Liverpool after.
Yeah, I know. We've got Liverpool and Man U. Yeah, they're the two bigger games.
If I'm being very positive, I would really not expect, but hope for a draw, because Liverpool are on top form, right?
Yeah.
They're just beating everyone or drawing at least. They're not losing games. So I would expect a draw. If we were to win that is the biggest turnaround for me this season. Yeah. If we was to beat Liverpool.
For me, I think that if we could go to Anfield and beat them, for me, I would say, you know what? Obviously, we know, it doesn't mean much, but for me, that will be a mental turning point within the team. From a mentality perspective, that's been a mindset that we have not been able to do for about 5-6 years, I'd say now. So, I totally agree with that.
Sorry, just before you joined, I was talking to Charlene about the international break. I'm sure you heard some of it about Emil Smith-Rowe and Ben White not being included like fans expected them to. But of course, Saka and Ramsdale are there. What's your thoughts on the Arsenal call-ups? And do you think Ramsdale will start over Pickford?
Whoa.
Judging by what I see, the kind of manager that Gareth Southgate is, I'd say no.
That he wouldn't start?
I don't think he's going to start.
He's too loyal, isn't it?
He's loyal by his players. He's loyal by his favourites. He has his kind of, like players that he tends to pick. And it's not always consistent with who's on form.
That's true.
So I'm just...
Because I'm sure a lot of fans, such as myself, I'm sure you as well, that certain players that are not on form, like Tyrone Mings and Harry Maguire, are still in the squad. And I'm sure Maguire's to do with loyalty more so than Tyrone Mings, because how on earth, after the performances Man United have put in, especially him in particular, how he still managed to get that call up.
I mean, Harry Maguire was even getting calls up before he was even playing well for Man United, even when he did play well. So, I don't know. Certain players, maybe it's their style, because he's quite a big, tall, like that style of defender. And some managers look at that, don't they?
I've got a question here.
Johnston, goalkeeper. Didn't he play for England recently? I can't remember what game it was.
He did in a friendly. Friendly. Andorra, but don't quote me on that. I know I did see him in goal recently.
Imagine Andorra though.
We'll see. You know what? If on form, he should. But I just don't know if he'll do that. We'll see. We'll have to see.
It'll be a big surprise.
It will be a surprise.
He's been at the Emirates. He's been watching. But I've got a question here from Maximia saying, "Hi team, what do you think of? I don't know if you guys have watched it yet. Of Josh Kroenke's interview, and what do you think of the lack of inclusivity in the fan board picture? Have you guys?"
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it yet.
Okay, I'll read a couple quotes. I hope I screenshotted it. There's a couple quotes I have from the interview.
I've seen a quote that he was a good footballer. Did he ever play football or something? I think I saw a quote about that. Josh was saying he was a good winger or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, here's one where he's speaking about. Here's one where he's speaking about things being implemented at Arsenal. He's saying young players, talented players with the right mentality, let them grow together while continuing to sprinkle in talent throughout the squad. Eventually, it grows into something very special. The power of continuity behind the scenes and people working together and pulling in the same direction is an underrated aspect of pro sports. With the power of continuity and allowing this group to grow together, special times are ahead for this club. I mean, it kind of reminds me of the times where he said, "Be excited." Remember that? It's kind of the same ethos, but at a time where we're winning games, it makes us, trust in what he's saying a bit more.
Did you guys watch Arteta's interview as well with Lawrence?
Yeah.
He spoke a lot about unity and stuff like that as well.
So there's a lot obviously going on behind the scenes where everyone's pulling together in the right direction. And obviously now that's translating onto the pitch. Should we have listened to Eddie when he said, listen, fans, be patient, wait till the team's back together when everyone's, fully fit? And guys, it's not a Juventus shirt. It's say no to racism.
I haven't got the comments up. I can't do the comments.
Well, I mean, when we look at where we were at the beginning, when the season started, and we had a few players out, COVID.
That on, I can't get it.
to the turnaround. Have you got a little section that says comments?
No, but my computer's playing up, so I'm doing it from
phone.
phone.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and then where we look at where we started when we were sitting in 20th to where we are now, you know, sitting sixth in the table and looking like, you know, top 4 is possible if we keep going on the run that we're on and keep doing what we're doing. You know, we can be comfortable around the top 4. So yeah, patience is key.
Very key.
But it's about keeping this momentum going, you know, and everyone, you know, carrying on with what they're doing.
I mean, so I put up a poll on my Instagram about the next 4 games that we've got. And I asked fans, and you guys can answer in the comments as well, of, you know, how many points you expect Arsenal to pick up over the next couple of games. So that's obviously like Watford, Liverpool, United, Newcastle. How many points are you expecting?
Ideally 15.
Damn. Wait, is that maths isn't mathing?
But 11 or 12 will be fine. 11 or 12 will be fine. I'm looking at all wins, but then if I throw in a couple of drop points, then you take it down to about 11, 12.
So I think I'll break it down. All right, so Watford today, 3 points.
Okay.
Next game after international break,
Liverpool, 3 points.
What?
Obviously,
3
that's
points.
what I want. I'm saying what I want.
Okay.
And then what do you think we'll get? I mean, it's quite impossible.
What I would like to get is 3 points, at best, at worst, a draw.
All right, so let's say, should we say 4 points then?
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I put it down as realistically for. But I'd actually love them to take 3 points that day. That'll send out a message.
And then what's the game after Liverpool?
Newcastle at home.
3 points.
After that,
3 points.
Right away. United
3
away.
points, definitely.
3 points, baby.
Right, so this is how you know we're just
that's 12 points, Charlene, yeah.
we get a couple of wins and we get gas. Obviously, if we could do that, it will be absolutely amazing.
Right,
Doc says Arsenal needs to worry about one game at a time. This team doesn't have the mentality to think we'll just win 5 in a row. But according to Arteta and Kroenke, behind the scenes, they do have that mentality. They are.
And according to that, because I've seen that, with the fans behind them, then they can believe that even more because the vitamins pump through the veins.
Yeah.
Exactly. So let's keep putting that out there. Nothing.
No, you got to put out good energy. You have to.
100%, mate.
Speaking of results, obviously you need the right team to get results. Who we now know that Tierney's back in training and he's in contention to start today. He could possibly feature today. Who's starting for you? Who has to start?
Do you know, Tierney, we absolutely love him, but Tavares has been good. I would keep Tavares in as well. I would keep him. I mean, it's Watford. We're at home. He's been performing. I keep Tavares in.
Okay. What about, so we're going with Ramsdale and goal, of course?
Right,
yeah,
so my starting 11, are we going to start in 11? Are we going to talk about the whole team?
I mean, this is why I asked, because Abrima brought it up here. Will Pepe feature?
Pepe,
I mean, the back four kind of speaks for itself, so I can already assume what you're going to say. Tomiyasu, Gabriel, Ben White, and then Raja or Tierney, but then
Tavares, I think he deserves to carry on right now, even if Tierney's in training. I'm sure under previous circumstances he'd be rushed back in after a few training sessions. But for me, he doesn't need to be rushed back in. We're playing Watford at home. Tavares is been very, very good. So for me, on merit, he should have that start in place. And just let Tierney, you know what I mean, recover fully. There's no need to rush him and get him in.
Because of course there's some bigger games coming up, such as Liverpool. And someone asked a great question here. I can't remember. Hopefully you write it again. But they said, is Watford a bigger test or better opponent than Man United? I don't know if that's how they worded it, but basically saying, is Watford going to be a harder game than United?
Listen, every game has its own difficulties. You don't know what's going to happen in a match of football, so you can never underestimate the opposition, for me anyway. I wouldn't, come on, like, obviously Watford are not Manchester United. They're not, but they can be just as difficult. I really think we're going to win today.
I mean, I'm expecting that. I'm going there expecting to win. I'm going to be in my seat chilling for once. Like, yeah, I might even have my feet up.
Chest out, isn't it? The boys chest out. We're going to win.
And you know who I'm going to look for at full time? Where is he today? How come he's not on the stream? Ben Foster. He's normally in our show.
Do you know what? Ben. That's why, girls, I thought I'll keep it nice. I won't bring him up and give him the attention. But will he be vlogging today?
I hope so. I hope so.
When all them goals are going in.
I hope he puts a little GoPro in the back of the net. If he's allowed to.
Well,
no, hopefully
he's not allowed.
Is he actually not allowed to anymore?
I don't know. I think I read something that he got told off. He got summoned in to a meeting saying he's not allowed to to vlog.
I've been wondering why I haven't seen him commenting on our live streams anymore.
Yeah, he's disappeared, hasn't he?
He might be now. Ben, where are you?
Do we think it's him then, not somebody that has access to his account? Is it him?
Could be both. Could be a bit of both.
Have they been banned as well?
Yeah. Contracts up. Arm Hammer says, I want Kieran to start to get his fitness back against this kind of opposition. Now that's a great point, because do you really want to throw him in against a Liverpool? Because if he's ready to play now, here's how I see Arteta starting Tavares, and then apparently, his name's Tavares. Remember, I've got Portuguese.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
We've been pronouncing every letter.
I said to my friend, all of us English fans are going to continue to call him Tavares because that's what the commentators say.
Are you sure it's Tavares?
The Portuguese man himself told me.
Oh, okay.
Tavares. I can't even say it properly myself. But yeah, I expect him to start, and then Tierney will probably come in for the last 10-15 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, we could do that.
But do you expect him to be thrown in against Liverpool? Because if he doesn't play today, when will he play if he's ready to back to fitness?
Newcastle.
Listen.
Yeah.
Did he get the call up for Scotland? Did he get us?
I'm not sure actually. Yeah, I think he did. I'm sure he did.
You got to consider that as well. If he's going to be playing for Scotland, we've got to take that into consideration. He could get his minutes in there.
That's true.
Right. So if my analysis would be, they kind of measure what they do in training as to how the team is then selected. So Tierney could play, to be fair, because he is apparently one of the best in training. I've heard a lot of the players say that. I've heard Mikel, they always sort of like say he trains like so hard, like he gives everything in every single training session. So if he's been exceptional, then maybe he would start ahead of Tavares.
Yeah.
Oh, you got his name right, darling.
Imagine the guy pulling my leg. I'm hoping there's some Portuguese fans in the chat that can confirm this, because my mate might be pulling my leg. Remember he told me,
might be pulling your leg and making us look very silly.
Because remember he told me Magalhaes is Magalhaes. Remember, you lot were all laughing at me.
Was you right or wrong?
He said that it's Magalhaes, but we'll never know.
Magalhaes. Now I don't know.
To be fair, if you notice,
Gabriel.
If you notice, all the pundits and commentators call him Gabriel.
Yeah. I tend to call him Gabriel.
Yeah, same.
Surname.
Controversy Media says Tierney can gain fitness with Scotland and prefer him to have 2 games with Scotland and be ready for the Liverpool match. That's Oh, there you go. Yes, it's pronounced Tavares.
Oh, okay.
You learned something on Good Morning Arsenal. You learned something here.
Actually, can you confirm to us what Gabriel's name is as well then?
I'm telling you, it's Magalhaes. I'm telling you, just listen to me. I've got the Portuguese connects.
I've never actually thought to ask anyone.
Oh, look, it's Noon Tavares.
Okay, so not Nuno.
Changing his name.
So not Nuno.
Nuno. So it's a silent O. And the sounds like a perfume.
So as you know, today, I mean, we saw the results from yesterday's games as well. We was started at 6th at the beginning of Saturday and then dropped to 7th, only based on that goal difference. But obviously, if we win today, those 3 points takes us above United, above, is it Brighton? And then we're pretty much top 4. The season just changed. We went from 20. We was 20th a couple of weeks ago.
Exactly.
20th.
Literally.
what a climb to the top. I know it's still, we're still in 2021. It's not May yet, but what a climb up from how we started.
It's even more reason to get the W today. Arteta's 100th game in charge. We're at home. We go into top 4, sitting above, all those other oppositions.
Mm-hmm.
We need a convincing win today.
Yeah.
Ooh. So what's your prediction, Charlene? Because Helen said 4-0. What are you saying?
Oh, we got Cedric. I'm going 3-0 Gooners, baby.
Oh, wow. Am I the only one being a bit laid back? I said 2-0. I feel like I should be on the 5-0 train here. I feel like I should be like 5-0.
Sorry, Sosta.
What are you thinking, Char? What was that?
3-0.
Oh, 3-0. Okay.
Yeah. I'll take any of those score predictions. So I'm going 2, Charlene's going 3, Helen's going 4. Imagine it's 5.
4.
Why don't we add them all together? 9.
So you don't see Watford scoring at all?
Nah. Backline solid. Ramsdale in goal. Hey, this guy. And he's got the England call up as well. Yeah. He's going to be on fire today, mate.
Yeah.
Yep. I heard he had some oxtail last night, so he's definitely going to be performing today.
He said he had oxtail last night. How you know?
I'm joking.
I'm the one that delivered it to him. I made it from home.
What, you doing Deliveroo now?
Yeah. I was at special delivery. Get you ready for tomorrow's game.
Put some plants in there as well. Some dumplings.
Come on. Now, what did you say about Pepe? Do you think Pepe should be playing in this game or not? Because a couple of games he hasn't played in, we've done all right.
Yeah, I personally. I'll go on, Helen.
Yeah, no, go on. You say what you got to say.
Based on how he's been performing in the previous games, I personally wouldn't start him today. I think there's other players that are more standing out that I'd put them over Pepe today.
Such as Saka and
Emile Smith-Rowe.
Yeah, see, I totally agree with that. My way of looking at it is that if Pepe is going to be in the starting lineup, I don't want to see him out on the wing. I want to see him played more central, kind of like almost like behind, almost like the number 10, and put Emile out either side. So if you've got Saka and Emile out, because I've heard a little rumour that Lacazette's not playing, which is why I think Pepe might be playing. If that is the case, I don't know. That's just what I've heard. It could be absolute nonsense. I really don't know, because I think it's via Twitter or I don't know. It's not something I've heard directly from anyone other than people online. But so if that is the case and he is playing, I'd like to see Pepe used more centrally, because I'm kind of bored of him stuck out on the wing, not really doing a lot, because people double up on him. He loses possession because he likes to hold the ball quite a lot. I do think he's an excellent player. It's not even that he's not good. It's just I don't think he's being used effectively enough there, because I feel like everyone's read his game. They're just marking him easily. And I think he might be more effective, just a little bit more of a free role, maybe, like the way we've used Lacazette or Emile sometimes, like rather than Odegaard start. I think I'd like to see maybe Pepe tried in that kind of role more centrally. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'd like to see.
I mean, it's not going to happen, but
it's not going to happen.
but you never. The only way Arteta might change with Pepe is if he throws him on the left. I know it's still on the wing, but I think if he throws him on the left instead, that's the only difference, so that people can't read his game.
Yeah, but I feel like we've got Martinelli. We've got so many people that can play those wings, and I don't know. There's something missing. We've missed something. Listen, it's a really good problem to have, because we've actually got so many options. But while the team's winning, I want my starting 11 starting. I don't think we need to play Pepe. I don't care. Like at the end of the day, he's had enough opportunities to hold his place in that team. And if he isn't holding the place down on merit, I don't see why, because we paid 70 whatever million for him, he automatically should have a place in the starting lineup.
Right, that work that way.
No, I'm just saying, for me, it needs to be on performance. If you're so good, you have to start. A bit like Saka or Emile Smith-Rowe. Certain players, Gabriel, at the moment, Aaron Ramsdale, for me, they start on merit. They're that good. I don't feel it's not right to drop them.
Aaron Ramsdale.
I'm seeing all the fan base look quite confident today. I'm seeing like lots of wins, clean sheets, everything.
I saw 6-0, 5-0.
Isn't it?
Wow.
Yeah. Because everyone, we need that goal difference as well. We did let in quite a lot of goals, so we're keeping the clean sheets, which is helping like balance it out. Now we need to really fire in loads of goals just to like get up there.
Nikhil saying Watford defence is dreadful, should be raining goals for the Arsenal.
Yeah.
So your predictions of 4 and 5-0, whatever they were, might be correct, hopefully. But as Adamola says, even if West Ham loses 5-0, we're still fifth. It's all about that goal difference for us at the moment.
Yeah.
Which is a shame. West Ham are flying right now.
Yeah, they are. That's why the goals are so they're so crucial and important, because West Ham are up there, and I believe they're going to be up there for the whole season. I don't think they're just flipping it at all. I think they're a fantastic.
Do you think that Europe will slow them down? You don't think Europe will slow them down?
It possibly will, but I still think they're going to be in the mix of everything. Yeah, because their squad is good,
and their manager's good.
The manager's good. They're organised. They've got experience. They've got strength. They've got quality within their squad. Like they've got everything. You know, they're better than a lot of teams in and around them.
Yeah, 100%. The main point is, and Isaac said it here, just we're happy. Remember when we used to do these shows, even the aftermath shows at the back end of last season, the beginning of this season, we were just always like, yeah, so how's everyone feeling? Like just down. We were just so
down in the dumps, literally.
The fact that we're actually smiling for once, like, yeah, things have really turned around, and I'm actually looking forward. I'm actually looking forward to go Emirates. You know, like at some point as well, like going to the game was a chore, or watching the game was a chore because you're thinking, oh, we're going to lose today.
Yeah.
But now, I'm like, yeah, I'm getting there 3 hours early.
You know, like my Pippa, we're going to go for breakfast.
Yeah. I'm taking my dad today, and I'm picking him up. It's after I finish, I'm picking him up.
All right, we'll speak. Maybe we'll all meet.
Yeah.
I've got a whole tribe coming today as well.
Look, that's the beautiful thing about it as well. My dad used to take me to the games. Now I feel privileged I could take him, because obviously, as everyone knows, Raf comes with me. But he's got a match today. So
I was going to say, how's Raf given up his seat today?
No, I asked him. I said, what do you want to do? Do you want to play your match, or do you want to come Arsenal v Watford? And he actually said Arsenal v Watford first. And he goes, oh no, actually I can't let my team down. I was like, fine. He was like, yeah, you go.
Oh, little superstar.
Because we looked at the fixtures and we realised that this, and apart from a couple of away games, are the only Sunday games, so he can make most of the games of the season.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
So lucky. That's only because we're not in Europe. Otherwise, we'll be playing Sunday all the time.
Yeah. Exactly.
Simon, this is a very random comment. Says, anyone feel sorry for Man United? No.
No.
You know what though? I do feel sorry for Ollie at sometimes. I know it's pretty much.
It's only because he's such a lovely guy, isn't it?
Yeah. When I look at him at the end of the game and like he's clapping the fans and literally like 2% are clapping back, I'm just thinking, oh, this is painful.
Yeah.
Like, that man's got to go home to his wife and kids, and he's literally just had another terrible day at work.
I know, especially like when you watch, you know, the Arteta interview as well, and then he talks about like his family life and everything.
Yeah.
I actually saw that little bit. I saw that
it's
bit.
Cute.
His wife dresses his kids.
Yeah, like you forget that people have lives. Like, yeah, we all invested in him as Arteta, the Arsenal manager, but he has a family at home. He's got a family in Spain. Like, he's got people to care about, and we're all here like, get us the results.
But that's why I try to sort of always say, as much as in the heat of the moment, you know, when we're doing watch-alongs or when we're at matches collectively, you know, like everyone's just like, you know, like in their own kind of emotional roller coaster during the 90 minutes of the football. And then if the results are bad, then everyone can forget the players are humans, the managers are humans. You're like, everyone needs to just kind of chill a little bit with. I know we have that expectation, like, you're our manager, you need to get us the wins. But, you know, like, it is nice for every fan to remember, whether they're online, you know, like commenting or wherever, we need to just all be nice to each other. We need to kind of remember that, you know, like, you don't know what bad day someone's having. And we could be slightly critical about a football match, but, you know, the deeper values are they're all people with facing different problems. So we need to just try and all be nice, whether we're winning or losing.
Yeah, it's hard sometimes, I can't lie.
It's
but
very hard.
Nice.
Yeah. It's something I'm trying to practice. So I'm just trying to put it out there so you can all help me be not so negative or critical in general. I try to be constructive when but sometimes it might not come across like that. Yeah.
And it's important because you've got to think, all right, would you want someone to speak to your dad like that? You know,
but when I hear all that, but you know, when you're in the heat of the moment, you're not thinking about that. You're not thinking.
And I'm hot-headed. I'm Mediterranean. We are hot-headed people, hot-blooded. We're very vocal. We're very loud. We're very opinionated.
Yeah.
But I agree so much with. Well, there's a lot of people saying this is part of the highly paid job, and someone says humans who get paid millions to do bad jobs. Come on, let's just have a bit more empathy. But Antonio Banks
is also, Pippa, there's people in supermarkets that get the same abuse. Or
true. I saw some video go viral yesterday in Asda.
You see what I mean?
Yeah. So, but yeah, Antonio Banks saying, guys, we have to take Watford seriously. We cannot go to the game with the wrong attitude, and hopefully the players. I don't think Arteta will.
I'm not going with the wrong attitude.
Seriously.
Yeah,
you got to take it. If I see him make loads of changes today, then not loads, like a couple changes, then I think maybe he's not taking this seriously. Because I agree with both of you and what people in the comments are saying, that he should just start the same team that played against Leicester, played against Villa. Just keep it going. There's no need to worry about sentimental value and Pepe hasn't played, we need to put him back in, or what this that. No, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, leave it how it is. Only change it if, let's say, if we go 1-0 down, which I don't see happening, but at football anything can happen, then change it up. You don't need to change it now. Don't need to change it. So we're all going with a clean sheet. Goals. I think I've gone with the least, but it's a win. Cruz is saying Pepe is not the answer on the right wing. 72 million down the drain. I'll tell us to look elsewhere for Saka's backup. Ramsdale army. Come on, Arsenal.
Come on.
Everyone buzzing. Right, somebody did ask who's in the studio today. Who is in the studio today? Do we know? I don't actually.
No idea.
I'm in the studio today. I don't know.
There's gonna be pure vibes in the studio. Just know that whoever asked earlier, there's gonna be pure vibes. So make sure you tune in to the live watch along later on today. There's loads of content coming up as well. You've got the road to the Emirates. You've got loads of stuff coming up. The fan cams after the game. I've got people in my living room now about to make noise. So I think it's time we wrap up the show. Predictions one more time for anyone that missed it.
3-0 to the Gunners.
Hey, so win is the win.
I'm not the one that can give sign language.
But guys, we'll see you later on today. Thank you to everyone that tuned in. Come on, you Gunners, big wins. Big wins. Come on.